Hi, it's Saturday morning. I been wanting to do a video for a while. I'm so far behind. I've got oodles of stuff to show. These are games. So if you're watching my Dean of Games channel, welcome. Thanks for watching. Dean of DVD channel, I will have some stuff on DVDs and Blu-rays, but focusing here on one game in particular that I just picked up from someone. Games, unlike Blu-rays and DVDs, games have a number of ways to get released. There's a lot of independents out there now that are doing Kickstarter campaigns to release games. And this is one of them. This company, though, is fairly well established. I've got one of their other games that's very nice and somewhat unique in that they have a certain approach to their games, certain things they use in their games that are not unique, but they use them, and they use a quality of them that are higher than most other games. So the game I'm talking about this is a big one, guys. Square, but it's big. It is Too Many Bones. It's a dice building RPG. So the way this works is, and I'll show you the back, you've got a character sheet made out of neoprene, kind of like a mouse pad, that has pre-cut squares in it, just big enough for, I think it's 15 millimeter dice, we'll see. And the dice can go in here. They could be special abilities. You go on a quest, you build up your character, and you roll dice to attack, defend, and there's dice mitigation. In other words, it's not total luck on the dice. And if you don't get the roll you want, there's things you can decide to do alternatively that can, again, mitigate. So this is a very big box. So let's take a look at this, a little bit closer look, and I'll tell you what I think of the quality of the game. I've watched numerous videos on it. I have not played it yet, so I can't comment on how the game plays, but I can comment on what I've seen in the various how to play, the quality of the components, the quality of the rulebook, and overall how I think the game will play, and who I think it'll fit for, who it won't fit for. So we'll take it from there. Be right back. We'll switch this camera around, and we'll take a look. So this is the box for Too Many Bones. It's put out by two brothers, Adam and Josh Carlson. They created this game. I think they did a nice job with it. From everything I've seen, now this is a lid that I should have thought about this. This lid's not going to come off easy. Let me pop the lid off and come right. The lid is really cool. It's like a fantasy world inside the lid. Pretty cool. Looks like a Lord of the Rings type. Hate to always use Lord of the Rings, but people are familiar with it, and darn if it doesn't look a little like it. This the characters here are called gear locks. They're somewhat unique. You know, they're a combination of an elf and who the hell knows what. Something different. So here's the rule book, and we'll get to the rest of the components. But the rule book's nice. It's glossy. Got a lot of good pictures in it to kind of help you understand the various components that you're looking at. Tells you how to set up the game very succinctly, by the way. All the stuff that comes with it. There is a lot that comes with this. We're going to get to it. Because this is put out by Chip Theory Games. Chip Theory Games, what they're known for is their chips. We're going to get to that. Chips is like casino chips. So when I show you the various characters that are available in the game, you're going to see some nice quality chips. This one also uses quite a few dice. Now they shifted when I opened this up, but when I put it on its side, I should say, everything shifted. So I'll put these back where I had them. The dice are very high quality. These are not stickers on here. These are actual highly printed right on the dice. I don't know how they do this, quite frankly. Can you zoom in on this? Yeah, there you go. So these are not stickers. These are actually printed right on the dice. This is an attack dice, an attack die. Every die that you'll roll has in this case, attack points on it, either 1 or 2. And there's also, though, a miss, or what they call a bone. The bones, you miss when you roll a bone. So if your attempt is to roll damage and you roll that, obviously you're not doing the damage, but you can do something else with those dice. So when you roll that, there's other things you can do to, like I said, mitigate the dice. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Keep this thing somewhat uniform. Really wasn't meant to stand up as I did it, but all right. So you've got all these dice, and these are shared among all the different characters. Then you've got these, and I've got 4 different characters here, so I've got each one in their own set. These are the dice that go with this particular character, whose name is Pickett. He's on the box cover and on the manual. He's a healer of sorts, so these are the dice that he gets to roll, in addition to the attack dice. This is healing stuff, healing up a certain amount. And character chip is the same on either side. So pretty neat. There are cards in the game, various cards, encounter cards that, and I bagged these. They didn't come bagged. Well, they came bagged, but the kind of bag you rip open and throw away. I put resealable bags on all these and put them in here because I just think they, if it, for some reason I do stand it up again, they don't all slide all over the place. Cards are unique. One side is glossy, one side is textured. It's hard to explain. Same with the player mats, which I'll show you. Not the player mats, the player cards. Player mats are neoprene. We'll get to that in a minute. So we get all these dice. There's just a shitload of dice. Every character has 16 dice. Plus, look at Pickett again. So every character has 16 dice. That's represented by the 4 rows here. Plus another 4 that are color-coded and are numbered. And those are used to upgrade various statistics. So you can get up to 5 times, I think, or up to 6 times the stat. Pretty cool. And then each one of these colors represents these. This is healing, I believe. The yellow, green might be healing too. This guy is a healer, so you're going to find a lot of things that heal. You can play this game solo, or you can play it cooperatively. Up to, I believe, 4 players can play it, maybe more. There's an expansion that has 3 more characters. So you've got these 4 characters that are in here. There's another one. Yellow dice are kind of partial to the yellow and the red. You've got gray and blue underneath. Kind of a little foam thing they give you to put with it. I'm told all the characters can fit into this box. It's quite heavy though. So let's take a look at what's underneath this. The first thing you'll see is a plastic cover that has a little hole here you can grip. Kind of classy. It's pretty thick, and on it says Chip Theory Games. I think you can read that. Okay, that. You get these health chips. So each character, whoever it might be, let's say this is a marker for one of the villains. But there are characters. Let's say one of these dudes. So here's a character. He's an orc warmonger, I think it says. Yeah, orc warmonger. Nice artwork again. These are not stickers. Well, these might be. I don't think they are though. I'm not going to try to peel it off. I don't believe this is a sticker. I might be wrong. But high quality, and this tells attack and defense and movement and something else. Not sure. Again, I haven't played this yet. Tells you what group he's with, and every group has certain villains have certain groups they go with, or they go with them. So if you had him on the board, let's say his health was 6. For the sake of argument, I would take 6 of these health chips, and that would represent him on the board. So basically what you do is there's 5 of them. There's a 6th one. I believe that's his health. So I stack these up. And they're chips. So they're very tactile. I think you stack this like that. So instantly you can see how powerful one is next to the other. So if he's got this, and then let's just say for the sake of argument, this other dude here, well, it's the same kind of guy, but let's just say it's not. Well, actually, it's not the exact same. Let's say he's down to 2 health. Looks like he starts with 3. So, and I've already hit him once, let's say. So I can see easily what do I want to try to knock this guy down. If I have 3 attack, maybe I can knock him down to 3. Or maybe I could just take this guy out. And just leave this guy alone, and then we can concentrate on him. So there's a lot of visual to these. These chips are very high quality, similar to what you'd see in a casino. These are what you'd see in a lot of board games. They're a lot lighter, but they're nice. You can get an upgrade to these. I'm not going to do it. I'm happy with having the higher quality on the baddies and somewhat lower quality, but not bad quality on the health. Because really, you don't use the health much, except for, like I said, to indicate where someone's at from a health status. I don't see a strong reason to have a high quality of those. I could change my mind, but there's something to be said for the tactile feel of these higher quality ones. But these aren't bad. These are, I don't want to make, these are not really cheap either. They're just not high quality compared to the other ones. All right, so then we also have these, and I alluded to this earlier, these player cards. One side is glossy, one side is this funky. Not sure what it is. They say you can't rip these. I'm not going to try. They should hold up well. If you spill something on, they should wipe off. They've got some sort of plastic coating on them. It's kind of cool. And it'll tell you a little bit about the character. Something about each of his abilities. Yeah. This guy's a combat medic. And then you've got a list of the dice icon, what each icon represents. Pretty cool. Tells you the difficulty that the character you'll have playing this character. One of the easier ones. In fact, the easiest one that I've got right now. That's cool. And that's let's see. And then underneath here are these neoprene mats. They're pretty cool. You've got one that represents kind of the tactical battle board. So you lay this out. Again, this is like a mouse pad. You lay this down, your characters go on here. You can move them along and attack. And then here, these slots are the initiative meter. Your die, one of your dies go in here, and whoever's at the top goes first. So that matters when attacking. There's ways to determine that. And then finally, in here, you've got these neoprene mats. They represent the character. And they're all a little different. Oops, knocked that down, but it's back up again. They're all a little different. Picture the character, some of their extra dice, and when you put one in here, you can use it. Yeah, kind of cool. So that is the overview of it. It looks really sharp to me. I'm looking forward to playing it. May try it this weekend. Just received it. And yeah, I got it in a trade, so I'm real happy about it. All right, guys, Dean of DVD, Dean of Games. Until the next time, there's too many bones. That looks like a really good one.